This is the BlackSmith rifle safe. I've gotten a couple of other ones sent to me in the past that they basically come in a big box and you have to assemble the whole thing. Well, this one comes in one piece, so I already appreciate that. Plus, it doesn't only have a code, which it does have. You can use a code to open it. Very easy to set your code, but also it has fingerprint access, which is very fast. That's the fastest fingerprint access safe that I think I've used. Like, a lot of them seem to have a little bit of a lag when you put your thumbprint or your fingerprint in. This one doesn't. Like, it's pretty much immediate. In fact, they claim 0.1 seconds, so 1/10 of a second to be able to get to your firearms. And it actually holds quite a good amount of firearms in here. So as you can see, I've got 4 full rifles in here very easily. And these are not really little rifles. Now, a couple of them are SBRs, but they've got suppressors on them, so that makes them a little longer. But they're also kind of thick. I mean, the Mark 18 there, big thick quad rail. That one's got a big Geisley rail on it. I've got a full 16-inch AK in here, and they all fit no problem. So it doesn't just fit hunting rifles that don't have pistol grips or vertical foregrips. It'll fit your ARs and your tactical stuff just fine with plenty of room to spare. So if you've got some DMRs, some 18, 20-inch barrel stuff, not a problem. It's also got a couple of sleeves on the door for pistols. So, I can have my carry guns ready to go. The SIG P365 XL, Smith & Wesson Shield Plus Carry Comp. Nice and easy, quick to get to, so I can put them away at night, but grab them when I'm ready for them. It's got space for mags. I mean, that's 4 full-size AR mags and a couple more in the bottom there. And then it's even got a whole cabinet up on top. Now this one does just use a key, so don't lose that key. But I mean, I've got my night vision in here. I've got like 500 rounds of 115 grain 9mm. I know it says 350, but I've got more than that in there. And, obviously holds the weight just fine. 500 rounds of 9mm is kind of heavy. And it's just nice to be able to, lock your ammo up there, your night vision, whatever you want. And all your other stuff fits in here pretty well. Now, depending on the size of your gun collection, this will either work for you or it won't. But for me, it's actually kind of great because my collection keeps growing. And so while I have some other things here that guns can go inside of, more safes are almost always necessary. So the thing is, you can either buy a bigger safe or you can buy another safe. And so I've chosen with the another safe route. And yeah, I'm starting to get a lot of these things, but it's kind of nice. I can fit certain guns in certain ones, and it works out well. And this one thing I really like about it is the actual dividers and stuff. There's not too much stuff in here that's taking up a bunch of room, making it hard to fit my rifles in there. These things are pretty low profile, but they are nice and padded. So it'll keep your guns good. Padding all inside, all around. Takes 4 AA batteries. Very easy to set up the code and the fingerprints. And honestly, I'm pretty happy with it so far. Let's do that one more time. And that's how we shut the safe. So this safe provides, well, you gotta take it for what it is. And for what it is, I think it's pretty sweet and a pretty good deal. So it's not gonna be the same as a multi-$1,000 giant, fireproof, ridiculously heavy gun safe. But what it is all of the features that you want that you can get for $319. And I think that for that, it's a really good deal. The fact that it has a thumbprint and it opens that quickly, and you can put in a code, and there's multiple ways to open it. I mean, you've got backup keys. So in case you need to, open it with the key if your battery dies or anything. Or 2, you can plug it in. There's a little USB slot down here, right there. Plug power into it and open it that way too in case your batteries die. It takes 4 AA's. If it's anything like my other safes, those AA's will last you a long time. But in case they fail, keys and batteries are good. You also get these are concrete anchors, bag of them here. So While it might not be as heavy as some of the really big, really expensive safes, you can anchor it into the ground or into your wall. There's holes to do that very easily. I don't have it anchored in yet because I had to film this video before it'll move to its final location, which is gonna be right over there, next to one of my other safes. And you know, that's one of the things when your gun collection is constantly growing, you do need either more safes or bigger safes. And like I said, I've opted for the more safes thing. I don't really have room for a giant safe in this room. So multiple safes that are this size work pretty well. Now, a lot of these safes, when they claim how many rifles they will actually hold, I think it's kind of funny. Some of the other ones I have say they'll hold like 12 to 16 rifles. They absolutely will not. What I will tell you is I had 3 ARs and an AK in here, and it held those just fine. They weren't squished in, they weren't rubbing against each other, you know, scratching them up, rubbing the finish off or anything like that. So if you're looking for something where you can keep your kids out of your guns, out of your ammo, your night vision, whatever, you know, lock your valuables up in it, hide the key, I think it's pretty sweet. I kind of like that there's 2 separate compartments here, you know, so that you can, you know, keep your ammo up here and your guns down here if you want. Use it however you want, but I do really appreciate this kind of thing. Even in my other safes, it's nice to have something in the top that I could throw other stuff in that I want to be in a safe without it just cluttering up the bottom where my rifles are. And it's kind of nice to have its own separate door for that. I think these are mostly for keeping like your kids and unwanted people out of your guns. Something that just locks them up will deter most people from getting into something. And I think that that's what this is for, and I think that it does a good job at doing that. And that's pretty much what I need.